my name is Evan Hughes, and today I'm going to present third wave feminism to you. I am personally a fan of the fight for equal rights among all people. I am also against privileged people thinking they can do whatever they want because they were coddled. First wave feminism was the fight for gaining the right to vote. Second wave feminism was the fight for overall women's rights. Third wave, however, they argue for stuff like elimination of the wage gap, greater punishment for domestic abuse, and representation in the media. And while at surface level, that all sounds great, let me tell you why you should always look a little deeper. To lead off, abolition of the wage gap would do nothing for the United States. Average wages are calculated by how much money the average person makes annually. This works the same way for both sexes. So, if the average man makes more than the average woman, there must be an explanation, right? Well, let's look at some things that might influence the results. The average man works 44 hours a week. The average woman works about 36. We'll say, for argument's sake, that this is hourly pay, not annual. Men genetically have been trained to be the house's breadwinner, being statistically more likely to ask for raises and promotions. Women, on the other hand, tend to stay home with the kids, take jobs that allow flexibility, and take more vacation days. Over in the category of domestic abuse, there is so much more than what is presented by the media. First of all, roughly 50% of all domestic abuse is reciprocated. And for the 50% that isn't, 70% is women abusing. Now, I'm not saying that there are more men injured than women because men are larger, men are larger than women and can usually do more physical damage. On the note of physical, let's move into the mental or emotional abuse. Women are far more likely to abuse their partner emotionally than men. This can be seen in school systems. Bullies in the media always seem to be a big, burly, tough guy, but I've done my fair share of gossip, and I know that it's much better for the person getting picked on to hear to their face. I know that, at least in my friend group, we don't hold back on each other. Your opinion doesn't matter because of how short you are, or you might be the dumbest person I've ever met. We have fun, though. I also know that if there's a rumor spread that puts you in negative light, and maybe people try to avoid you, then now you're all alone at your lunch table eating your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, trying to figure out where your normal friend group is. That isn't fun. I know that guys can spread rumors too, but we usually say it to each other's faces anyway. But last but certainly not least, I'll tell you about female representation by the media. Picture this. You're about to go to bed, but you just want to watch TV, okay? You turn it on and you see that most of the 11 o'clock news anchors are male. But why is that? It's not just Massachusetts. In the United States, only 41% of news anchors are women. But this, like all the others, should have a good explanation. And it does. To put it simply, more men want to be news anchors. In fact, there might even be a ratio of 2 women for every 3 men. This applies to a lot of the representation issues plaguing women in America. What I'm trying to say is maybe, if you think there should be more female news anchors, then go out and be one.